Hello. How are you? I'm so excited for today's video. We're gonna read some comments on Goodreads about Bridgerton. Dukinai. Yeah, I still hadn't read the books. I started Dukinai as a challenge on Instagram. If you are interested, you can follow me there. I'm putting my name here somewhere. So yeah, and I love spoilers. Like spoilers is what life is about for me. So yeah, I wanted to give myself some spoilers with this commentaries. So let's see how it's gonna go. I didn't read anything because I wanted it to be like with you guys for the first time. So yeah, I'm excited. I got my chocolate, my ice cream. It's as big as my face, and I'm really happy about it because I like strawberry ice cream, and my makeup is also a little bit strawberry-like. Even though I am a little bit, what is this called? I am autumn colors. I usually prefer brown and like dark green and something like that. But today I wanted to give myself a little bit of like cute makeup. So I hope you like it because I really loved making it. Yeah, let's get started. I don't want to wait anymore. Yes, here we are. Okay, so we have 191,000 5 stars, which is a lot. Most of the people decided like it was okay, it was good, but it wasn't the best and gave 4 stars. We have 15,000 1 stars. I am interested in especially the 1 star ones because I think the most fun comes from them. Like if you gave a book like 5 star, you probably like most of the things. So I'm excited for 1 star. And the first one is a 1 star. So let's read it again together. This review is dedicated to my dear friend, just kidding, Nawessa, who was thoughtful enough to challenge me to read this book. Did you people seriously think I would willingly choose to read something like this? Are you out of your little minds? My name is Sarah. I'm a survivor. Yes, I am. Because I have done it. I have read all 3,084 pages of this historical romance masterpiece. And I'm still alive to talk about it. Someone please give me a medal or something. And they drove this big thing. It's so cute. I'm having so much fun already. Where to begin? Possibilities are quite endless. Let's start with the obvious, shall we? Need I say more? Didn't think so. Let me go. I think, oh, wow. The Instalow and cheese dinner. Cheesiest. Original flavor. The coffee is exceptionally delicious. The sheer stupidity of this book is staggering. I didn't expect to either like or enjoy it, but this went beyond my wildest imagining. Stupid, non-existent, boring plot. Stupid, cliched characters. Stupid, manufactured, artificial, ridiculous drama. Stupid everything. Yay! Meet Daphne, our heroine. She's a pathetic. I never know how to read pathetic. Pathetic idiot with TSTL. Too stupid to lie, too stupid to tell. Tendencies. I don't know, maybe. Let's see what this means, because I don't know. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna say Reddit. TSTL. Takes tremendous risks against all better judgments. Is that my life? Too stupid to live. Yeah, I was almost right. Okay. Who manipulates the shit out of people, doesn't understand the meaning of word no, which I talked about in my first ever video. If you want to check this out, go there. First finish this video, then go there. But hey, she's got a great excuse. She's naive and inexperienced. Aren't we all? At the age of 14, we all meet with the wetbed, and we are some inexperienced and naive girls out there. Anyways, she doesn't realize she's doing anything wrong. Fuck. Phone rings in the background. Me? Hello, Julia Quinn. I'm sorry to interrupt this delightful, enlightening review, but I cannot let you insult poor Daphne here. Me? You have to be kidding me. Julia Quinn. No, I assure you, I'm quite serious. Dear old Daph might be teens a bit naive, but she's witty, clever. Me? Excuse me, but there's a difference between being naive and being total, complete twit. Bye now. Meet Simon, our hero. He's one of the flattest, most ridiculous characters I've ever came across. Boring's the background. Me? Bloody hell, I've never managed to write the stupid review for this stupid book. Julia Quinn. I'm sorry to interrupt this delightful, enlightening review again, but I cannot let you insult poor Simon here. Watch it, woman. I can be quite a silent maniac when I want to. Julia Quinn. Oh dear, such a violence. I mean, no harm, I promise. I only wish to make you understand how wonderful, rakish, and yet very complex Simon is. Me? Excuse me, but there's a difference between being complex and being a pathetically cliched rake wannabe. Bye now. I love this woman. I am surrounded by this. I think I want this. Oh, will you people just chill for a second? This gift applied to this section up here, not the one right there. You know, I love you all. Sometimes it's right here. I think it was written later. Most of my friends who read this delightful piece of literature keep mentioning its overflowing humor and banter. Let's explore our options here. Option A. I have no sense of humor at all and my wit rather is temporarily attitude. Option B. The above-mentioned friends have clearly lost it. About C. The above-mentioned friends were actually talking about this book. What is this? Oh! What language is this? I don't know, but I'm already loving this. Option A can be discarded. Discarded? Right away, because I obviously have a fantastic sense of humor and my wit radar is performing quite spectacular. My wit radar is performing quite spectacular these days. I would go for option B. But if I say so, my friend list maybe plummet. Option C it is. The sleepy bee. Julia Quinn, you can be proud of yourself. You have officially joined the likes of la 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 da 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 da. You have completely mastered total and utter boredom. I just don't want to read all these things. The cure for insomnia is health in your breathing pattern. Oh my god, how long it... Oh wow, it just goes and goes. The sexy. You know that feeling you get when you are reading great smut and you are suddenly in dire need of cold shower? How would I know? I am inexperienced and naive. Not this book as cold shower. Believe me, you won't be throwing your underwear across your mind reading this story. To make out sex scenes are even more lackluster here than they are in Dead Until Dark. I kid you not. What is Dead Until Dark? So cute. Steakhouse is just a small-time cocktail waiter in small-town Louisiana until the vampire of her dream likes to life and one of the characters checks out. Maybe having a vampire boyfriend isn't such a bright idea. It's giving early Wattpad. It's giving fanfic, but it was published in 2001. Maybe this is the ancestor of our great Wattpad stories. Bro of gymnastics. Okay, I do not. Julia Quinn, I commend you for latest achievement. There's no way that I could get pregnant from this. Bro gymnastics. What pray tell is this mysterious disease? I do not hope it is contagious. I have to say, there's so much bro action going on in this book. I was quite exhausted by the time I turned the last page. There are more than 50 instances of brow gymnastics here. The poor cactus brows are in turn doubtful, raising, rising, drawn together, scrunched, arched, wringed, lifted, knit together, quirked, wiggled. Spooky has nothing on these people. I'm in very lenient mood today, so I shall forgive the author for putting me through all this and will actually go as far as offering her some friendly advice. To make your plot more exciting, call 1800IA, the Ilona Andrews Emergency Hotline. This week only 30% discount on chapter deal 101 classes. To help with the humor and witty banter, call blah 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 Oscar, the Oscar Wilde Emergency Hotline. In case you can't get through, Oscar appears in high demands. Consider reading the importance of being earnest to get an idea what wit really is. For sex scenes that get your reader boom pregnant, please call 1800JSB, the Jury of Baron's Emergency Hotline. Your case being particularly desperate, please press 4 after the recorded message. You will be directed to the dedicated book, chapter 4 line. Listen carefully. You might learn a thing or two. Okay. To thoughtful Novesta, just wipe that smug look off your face and pass the vodka, will you? One last piece of advice to all you well-meaning human beings out there. The next person who sends me a historical romance recommendation is that neat. Just say. I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't care about it. Okay. Should we do one more? Because this was a story itself. Okay. 2.5. I want to open my ice cream. Ice cream, chillin', chillin', ice cream. Look at my spoon. She's a beauty. Beauty? Look at my spoon. She's a beauty. She's a grace. She is a duchess, I guess. What is GR? I don't know. A lot of my GR buddies love this book. A few have recommended it to me, so I ordered it. And up until a certain part in the end, I was really enjoying it. What part is it? I wonder. I wonder what part is it? I won't feel bad about the spoilers here, because this is an older book. A ton of people have read it. I like Daphne and I really like Daphne and Simon's interactions. Witty, depart, banter, all of the above. Obviously, they were meant for each other, and in the sickeningly sweet sort of way, they were fun to watch together. I hated Simon's father. No jokes there. Hated him so much. What a bastard. Simon at one point said his father wanted an heir, not a son. So well put. The two of them decided to fake an interest in each other so all the matchmaking mamas would leave Simon alone and Daphne could have better prospect because without handsome Duke interested in her, suddenly every man finds her lonely. At one point, Daphne has 6 suitors, 7 if you count Simon, in one room, and one is reciting a bath poetry, from one knee for her. Too funny, their plans was actually working. Around 200 pages in or so, it all began to lose some of its appeal. Daphne is bossy. No problem there, I'm bossy, totally works for me. But she becomes more arrogant than bossy at one point. This is right around part where Daphne's brother catches Simon with his mouth on Daphne's breast. He says, "Marry my sister or else," for something that's cliched. Simon, who well known since moment 1, is never going to marry. Simon tells Daphne that Anthony and Benedict, that's kinda right, tell Daphne that. But still, Daphne feels, even though Simon never claimed any feelings of a sort towards her, that Simon cares enough for her to marry her instead of deal with Anthony. Honey, you get some nerves. Wrong. Simon would never raise a pistol at his friend Anthony. So he goes in with the assumption that he will die. I would rather die than marry you, girl. Daphne says, "I've always known that I wasn't the sort of woman men dreamed of, but I never thought anyone would prefer that to marriage with me. I mean, girly pop, he just doesn't want to marry anyone. It's not you, it's him." Wow, that line made me want Simon to explain things to her. He says, "If I could be anyone, it would be you," which was heartbreaking, but not enough. So Daphne gets her older brother Colin to take her to the duel so she can scam the Duke into marriage. She tells him people saw them in the compromising position. He just has to marry her so she won't be labeled damaged good. I didn't buy it. Yes, some folks saw them live together, but it was still manipulating. This is where I began to dislike Daphne. She manipulated him into marriage, trying to justify that he might not want to live, but he might live to save her. It made no sense. She pressured him for marriage. Got it, they were actually happy for a while, but to me, it felt hollow. Daphne found out from the housekeeper what kind of child Simon really had, and about how awful father who berated him and declared him dead to anyone who would listen, all because Simon stuttered as a boy. Spoilers! Daphne finally understood that Simon said he couldn't have children. He didn't mean he couldn't father them, but rather he could never be a father. Shocking! He wouldn't have children. Her dream of family was dead. What bugs me here, 2 things. She went in knowing no children would result. When Simon was drunk and aroused, she wouldn't let him pull out. Oh my god. Is that even worse in the books? Okay, let's read this part. So the book was good till Daphne became a master manipulator. For her to give Simon ultimatums, but no sex until you say we can have it was selfish, pretty messed up for her. The ending was sweet, but not sweet enough for me to forgive the mess Daphne made of Simon's unpaid life feature. Like. Amazing. Now, huh? 1-star review. I never thought I could have a whole book spoiled for me by one action. This book proved that I could. What's so irritating about this is that I was enjoying the book. I like characters' amusing dialogue and the friendship they developed. Things that started to go a bit downhill for me when Daphne chases Simon down at the duel. I don't get the most optimistic feeling when I see someone willing to die rather than marry. I know it wasn't Daphne in particular, but when the hero has so much baggage that preferable. Oh, there's more. 2. Where is the rest? Where's? Okay. Once upon a time. Okay. I will do 2 more, then we can end this video because I don't want it to be like an hour long. I will record 8 different videos. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. Once upon a time, in a make-believe world. Jane, I love you, but I can't marry you. I can't have children. I want you to be happy. John, you are seen kissing. If you don't marry, they shall literally burn you at the stake. Please marry me, Jane. Jane, only if you could understand that I cannot have children because I know how badly you want them. John, I understand. Jane, okay, I'll marry you. A few weeks later. John, why do you have birth control pills? Jane, prevent pregnancy. John, I thought you couldn't have kids. Jane, something horrific happened in my childhood. It scared me for life. I will not have children. John, you lied to me. Jane, I've been in therapy on antidepressants for 15 years to deal with my childhood. I'm not having children. 2 months later. Jane, screaming, I'm pregnant! How did this happen? When I was on antibiotics, you wore condoms. John, I poked holes in them because I want a child. My dear Goodreads friends, how does this make you feel? How on earth can this guy take advantage of women like this? It's her body and stuff, right? He needs to respect her wishes. This is kind of what happened in The Duke and I. It's the female who wants kids. We sometimes forget that men have right to. Men are allowed to say no. I agree, but just the way they put it, it's amazing. And women need to respect that. Oh, really? This book was really good up until Daphne disrespected Simon's wishes and didn't even have the decency to apologize. I agree. But she was shocked when he left. She also allowed her family to think he was mistreating her. I need to read this book. I will probably continue with the series because the Bridgerton Brood is interesting, but I need a break first. I didn't like what Daphne did. I mean, aren't they right? I'm thinking to myself, like these kind of books go through 1,000 edits, right? Editors are always back and forth with the writer. In any part of it, you didn't think it was too much for a romance book? Just asking. Okay, one more, then we are closing this chapter. Okay, that is long. Let's try to read it. Julia Quinn writes delightfully funny banters. Julia Quinn has an obvious knack for romantic comedy. Julia Quinn can turn the simple act of taking a glove off into something sensual. Julia Quinn is utterly confused about what constitutes consent and what doesn't. Okay, they again swapped genders for us to understand how fucked up a thing Daphne did. Again, I agree, and for some, it might take a while to understand what consent is. Because if you need like gender swap to understand there was no consent taken in this part, I mean, you might want to read a book or two. Or you can always take advantage of a drunk moron who passed out in your bed. Oof. I mean, pardon my French here, but what the actual fuck? Is it just me? I reread that awful passage 3 times. There's just no way to make it right, no matter what blast Daphne and Simon are about it. Whatever, guys, if you're happy, still, what a way to reckon. Otherwise, perfectly lovely romance. I agree, girl. So I didn't get much spoilers from this, but I am happy how things have turned out. So yeah, thank you for listening up until this point. I'm gonna do other books too, and now I'm gonna go and take a video about Bridgerton Season 4. See you in that one. Bye bye!